Hey everyone, welcome back to Velocity, where today MrBeast might have accidentally just scammed a lot of his fans out of a lot of money. Now, I know that if you know anything about MrBeast and his videos and his content, that is probably the last person that you would expect to be scamming his fans or making his fans lose out or anything like that, because, you know, he's such a wholesome creator and his whole content is giving to his fans, giving money to them, you know, giving cars, houses away to people who watch his videos. So how the hell has MrBeast managed to get himself in a position where he's hurt his fans financially? Well, it's actually not through something he's done directly, but it's with a company that has used his name and have really messed up. So this is going to take a little bit of explaining. I will try to make it as simple as possible because, to be honest, even I don't understand this stuff as well as I maybe should for something like this. But basically, there is this company called Refinable, and they're this new company, and I think they're dealing in NFTs, but yeah, they're a big company and they were getting ready to go public on the stock market. And they're such a big company that this was actually the banner on their website. And as you can see, there is absolutely no way MrBeast did not know about this. You have his likeness on the left, MrBeast, American YouTuber, entrepreneur, and philanthropist. He has been credited with pioneering a genre of YouTube videos on amazing stunts, working with Binance to invest in this company as a private investor. So it's fair to say MrBeast for sure knew that his face and his name was being used on the banner. There's no way he didn't know about this. And whether it's him personally investing in it or a financial advisor or a manager who's decided to give them the go-ahead to do this, and, you know, whether he's got something out of it, I don't know. A lot of it isn't really known at the minute because MrBeast hasn't really addressed it. But yeah, he was kind of a poster boy for this crypto, for this publicly traded stock, saying, hey, MrBeast invested in it, he's smart with his money, he has a lot of money, why don't you? And this really got the attention of a lot of people. I mean, it does get a lot of eyes to it, the fact that MrBeast is even a part of it, but the fact that he's actively invested in it gets so many more people interested in the crypto and makes it that much bigger than it actually maybe would have been without. So that was kind of MrBeast's involvement as to how this went. And you might be thinking, oh, it's a crypto, you know, I know it's not a scam, it's just a gamble, some people lost some money. Well, the business apparently were a little bit shady with their dealings and they've left some things unexplained. So before Refinable went public, they had this on their website to show stuff about them. There's the total token supply, which was 500 million, the initial market cap, which was 899,000, which honestly, I have no idea what that means, but I thought it might be important to someone. And then the private sale price, 3 cents per fine, and the public sale price, 3.3 cents. So there's not that much of a difference, but basically they're saying, hey, this is going to be 3 cents when it's released, and you can buy it, you can buy as many as you want, you know, you can figure out how much you want to invest into this at 3 cents a piece. And I mean, the fact that MrBeast's name was on it, you feel like it would be trustworthy, right? You feel like 3 cents, that's a fair enough price. You can buy so many at 3 cents and then you can hold them, and then if you lose them, you know, you don't lose that much money because they're only 3 cents a go, right? Well, it turns out that might not have been 100% true, apparently, after all. So it's been addressed. This is going to be 3 cents when it's released, or 3.3 cents in its public sale price, and, you know, you can decide how much you want to buy for 3 cents a piece. So surely it would be releasing at 3 cents. Well, if you thought that, you would be an idiot. Why would it release at 3 cents? You know, that's only what they promised. If you look at this chart here, you can see the actual release price was somewhere between $4 and $6, looking to be just under $5, which I'm not sure if any of you are maths geniuses here, but that is a lot more than 3 cents. But no, it gets worse, because the amount of people that were investing in this, a lot of this being to do with MrBeast's name attached to it, it immediately shot up to just about $9. And then people realized, hey, I've bought way too much, I didn't mean to spend this much, I didn't want to, and they all sold, and it went straight back down to between $4 and $6. And then more people realized, and it went down again to its lowest point of about $2. And granted, it made a tiny bit of a comeback, almost hitting $4, but since then, it's just petered out. It is pretty much dead by this point. So what that effectively means is people bought it when it came out, thinking they were getting it for 3 cents, realized they were apparently paying about $5 per coin, immediately sold, and for the poor people who sold just a few minutes too late, they will have lost out on quite a lot of money, depending on how much they invested. In fact, this person says, honestly, #refinable was the biggest scam I've ever seen. I can't believe I really lost 200 thanks to MrBeast. To be honest, I shouldn't have risked it, but they promised so much. And fair enough, I mean, they did promise it. When you see a name like MrBeast and a company like Binance that are associated with it, you think, hey, this is probably pretty legit. This is probably pretty cool, pretty good to invest in, but apparently not. Apparently they were just lied to. So why would MrBeast have done this? I mean, it's a pretty difficult question to answer, considering he's shown himself to be a philanthropist and to be incredibly generous with all his money. That's kind of how he's branded himself, so why the hell would he try to scam people out of so much money? Well, his involvement fully isn't really known. I mean, yeah, he invested in it, don't get me wrong, he was obviously a part of it, but to what extent was he actually involved, you know? To what extent was he actually putting his own money in or putting his own word in, and how much did he own? Nobody knows, and I feel like it's the kind of thing that he'll need to come clean about. Because if we don't hear something soon, it's safe to assume that this is what is known as a pump and dump scheme. Now, if you've never heard of one of those, fair enough. It's one of those things that if you don't really know about like finance or crypto or stocks or something, you've probably never heard of. But it's basically just where a load of people oversell and overhype a certain stock to get loads of people to buy it. And then as soon as it's at their highest, they sell all of that stock that they have and they make millions. And then the stock immediately tanks. And the poor suckers who were buying the stock to pump its price up so much are just left with pittance, really, for the amount that they presumably invested in this magic stock. And I mean, with no official word from MrBeast, I can't lie, this is kind of just what it looks like. Whether MrBeast knew that that's what it was or not, we have no idea, but there are definitely some people who are sitting in some ivory tower somewhere who have made themselves very, very rich, all thanks to the fact that they managed to get his name behind it, which honestly is just kind of shameful. Realistically, that's the only way to describe it. And I mean, really, if MrBeast genuinely had no idea, then this absolutely sucks for him, because he's one of those people that's probably just had the rug pulled from under them by these big investors, exactly because of the fact that they were just trying to make money off his name and his brand. But it does kind of feel like MrBeast will probably have to say something about this, you know, whether he denies his involvement, whether he comes out and says, hey, fooled you all, now I have loads of money. It's really hard to say. I mean, let's hope it's not that second one, and I seriously doubt it is that second one, but maybe, let's just address that is a definite possibility at the minute. Anyway, that's all I really have to say about the situation. It just kind of looks as if MrBeast might have scammed people right now, which sucks. It would be terrible if he'd done that, and you know, it would suck for his career, to say the least. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think MrBeast meant to do this, or do you think that's just one of those things that happens? You know, it's just something that he's been roped into, that he is now involved in, and it's kind of just happened. Let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you made it all the way to this part of the video, comment the words Beast Burger so I know that you watched it, the new MrBeast burger. Then I'll know that you watched all the way right until the end of the video. And also, if you enjoyed, click one of the videos on screen, because I can promise you, even if the news isn't as recent, you'll definitely enjoy it, because all my videos are almost exactly the same. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.